Alright guys, so I'm at my very first tournament and my opponent here is very generous to give us his deck profile of his green-purple Dofi. Again, I will say very nice leader card. Should have been what it looked like normally, but we didn't get that because they were trying to be new. So how long have you playing this Dofi for?
Actually since, what is it, we got set 5 for Birdcage? Yeah, set 5, since set 5.
Nice, nice. It's just really nice, dude. Why didn't they just make these leaders?
I know. I like the face profiling even better.
They brought it back for set 6, and then at set 7 they're already showing what the parallel leaders are, and they went straight back to set 4 stuff.
It's not as good.
It's just so nice. Look at this.
Shiki, Spiderweb.
So what's the normal game plan of this?
The normal game plan? Birdcage.
Birdcage.
Birdcage, stall them out, and you know, you want that that ability to rest their stuff. Utas, Dofi.
And what's your backup plan if you can't get Birdcage off at all? 10 drop Dofi.
10 drop Dofi.
10 drop Dofi.
10 drop Dofi and lots of blockers. 10 drop. 10 drop.
You do have a lot of blockers, I will say that much. You have 8. That's a pretty good amount, actually.
Sugar's annoying as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, but since I wasn't playing anything, he didn't get to rest anything.
Yeah. I mean, you can't rest nothing if you can't play it. So Pika's. Where's Pump? Pump Gibson.
Punk Gibson.
And that comes in clutch too. You saw it in Big Mom.
I sure did. He rested my 7-drop Big Mom, so he got to rest everything and freeze it with 10-drop Dofi next turn.
Yeah, man, that's the plan. Stall
That's
out,
the plan.
just 10-drop it, and go on with life. Where?
So, fun fact, Green's actually getting more Supernova support, and we're getting a Basil Hawkins that stops removal once per turn.
Stops removal?
And it's a 5-drop. So you could actually play the Basil Hawkins off of Resonante. So, would you ever plan on running that in there?
Maybe. I'd have to see how well it runs up with this. Like,
It's also a blocker. So, you like your blockers. I'm just saying.
I do like
I'm
my
just
blockers.
saying. There's also a Cavendish that's coming out. It lets you restand Dawn when you attack. No Dawn attached, by the way. So you get your Dawn back, and then your leader ability gives you 2 more. So it's not bad. And then we're getting a Monkey D. Luffy. That's also a 5-drop that stops your cards from being KO'd if you have 3 or more. So thoughts? Thoughts on Green?
I mean, Green has been
It's been a trip.
It's been one of them ones where you just manage to rest everything since it started. So why not just stick with it?
Why not just stick? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Exactly.
Yeah.
If only Samurais could stick with that.
All right. So
What are we gonna start off with?
first off,
Brophies.
you got to run the 4. You got to run the 4 Brophies.
Awesome.
You got to run them. If you're not, you're just
You're just bad.
bad.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you run it?
Yeah.
Like even I run that in Resonante. It's just good.
We've got the 4 Dofies. I run 3 Birdcage. I found 4 makes it too clunky.
Nice.
And with 4 Baby 5 in there, it makes it fairly easy to find it. Like Baby 5, you're grabbing your Birdcage, you're grabbing your Dofies, you're grabbing your Birdcage. There's not a whole lot out of my deck that I can't grab with Baby 5.
That is true. I think the only thing that you can't grab is Shiki and Uta, right?
Yeah,
And
that's it.
Punk Gibson. Right, because that's Supernova?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you got your Diamantes in there for a little extra support. Made a critical error
In our game.
play.
Yeah, it was.
Should have caught it.
Hey, but you clutched up.
I did.
Clutched up.
And then 3 Diamante. 4 again makes it too clunky, and it just
Works out perfectly with just Resonante, pretty much. It's a good card you could play off of Resonante.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that works good in it as well is also the Diamante, along with
Got the fancy Pika in there.
the 4 Pika.
Yep.
because Pika can sit and just keep swinging every time. It's a nice big body. Yeah, you might be sacrificing one Dawn each turn, but if you count for that, you get your 2 Dawn up along with your Pika standing, so he's not trapped down by Birdcage.
That's about right.
Diamante also. Diamante also stands back up too.
Right you are if you have 2 or more Dawn, and you will have that.
Every time. So, speaking of blockers, we're moving into the Utas.
One of Purple's best blockers. Second best, I'd say, right behind Queen. Right? Would you say so? Because I think Queen's like the best blocker.
No, I feel like Uta is better.
You think so? Why so?
Why? Alright, fine. You're getting a draw off of Queen. Queen may be a larger body, but Uta takes 2 off your board.
That's true. You do get to rest a 5 or less.
And say you block a big body and you decide, I don't want my Uta to die. You just spiderweb it and it stands back up and it keeps going.
That's true.
And it doesn't say you can only use her effect once per turn.
It does say that. Why is that? It should be once per turn on block. You should be able to keep doing that.
Yeah. Like, Uta just keeps going. So there's 4 spiderweb in there along with the 4 Uta.
Yep.
And good cards for resting are the Pump Gibsons, coming in clutch, always. 3 Senior Pink. Yeah, they may not have no counter, but running against like Law and stuff like that, they help me rest things.
Oh, that's right. That's right, he does rest, and you get the Dawn right back.
Yeah, you get the Dawn right back, he helps you rest, and paired in with Birdcage, lock your stuff up.
Lock your stuff up.
Yeah, it may make it harder for them to play, but it's also more of a nuisance for them too, because your stuff's locked up. I've got this 5K body swinging in at you every time, and I'm going to rest things, and you're either going to have to bounce it off the board or find a way to stand it back up with Birdcage in play.
Not to mention you also pretty much get to rest for free because you get that Dawn right back, so not bad.
Speaking of resting for free, in good matchups,
We got the staple, Donquixote, staple rest.
We got his little girl, the Sugars.
Sugars.
You can't go into that without Sugars.
Yep. Definitely can't run Rosinante without Sugars too.
No. And not at all.
Not at all. Without Sugars, you'd probably just not play Rosinante. Or Dofi.
There's 8 spaces. 8.
For the 2K package.
10.
Oh,
This is your extra guard strength.
We got Charlestone.
I only run 2 of them. Anything more than that, it gets in the way. It helps you stand back up and to be able to run like Pump Gibson or Spiderweb or something else like that.
All right.
So
it's really good.
You might have to throw away 1 card, but you're getting to save more cards.
You pretty much get more combo power too.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
And then of course you get your 2K. You get your 2Ks, your Shikis in here.
Everyone start packing their belongings.
You don't necessarily have to run Shiki, but I like Shiki because he could come in clutch and I hit him off trigger, and that's 1 extra body.
That's 1 extra body. Plus, you can never go wrong with the Film 2K counter.
Right? And then,
speaking of Film 2K counters,
there is 4.
Buena Festa.
4 Buena Festas.
See, people used to actually play this card to get film stuff, but nobody runs film stuff in Dofi anymore.
I mean, if I'm pushing and I really need for a blocker, I can attempt to search with it.
Yeah, get Uta.
Yeah, like if I've done my mully and I didn't get no kind of blocker or nothing like that, I can throw him out there and hope for
the well.
I mean, it tags Shiki too.
That's true.
It
That's
does
true.
tag
It does.
Shiki.
You do possibly get a 2K counter.
So I mean, I'm trading 1 2K for another 2K, but
yeah, could do something. Plus, you could use it to bait out if you're going against a Sugar.
Yeah,
that's a good bait.
Yeah.
So not bad. Well, that was Green Purple Dofi, a very unique one if I do say so myself. Thank you for letting me cover it.
I
appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Goggles.
You're very welcome. Have a nice day, man.
This guy beat my butt with that deck.